in the world. The problem is the wealth isn't creating down or is not being filtering down to the people who are creating it. Who's creating the wealth in this country? Everybody that's on this call. I'll prove it. We go to work, make an income. You know, an average household husband and wife working is like $50,000. But yet, if they're married for 20 years, 50,000 times 20 years is $1 million. And at the end of that 20 years, a lot of people are still scratching their heads saying, where did it go? You know, I'm going to ask you some questions. We all agree that America is the wealthiest country in the world. No country even comes close. But here's the questions that kind of baffle me. If we live in the wealthiest country in the world, then why are the answers to these questions no? Do most Americans have at least $3,000 saved for a mini emergency? Do most American households have 6 months of income stashed for a rainy day? Or even a sunny day? Or an unexpected emergency? Are most Americans living debt-free, meaning no credit cards, no student loans, no car notes, no mortgages? Answer is no. Here's the big one. Are most working American families happy with their current road to retirement? Or if the truth be told, is there a big sign that's saying dead end? That's why we're here tonight. We all just agree that America is the wealthiest country, but the question still remains for who? See, here's what's happening. Here's why we're here, okay? We represent a company called MyEcon. Now, MyEcon, that name is very significant, simply because MyEcon is short for My Economy. And why is that important? Because we help people understand how to establish and build their own personal economy. And when you do that, you're not concerned about what happens in the economy. See, MyEcon, we've got 3 primary goals. We're going to help Americans through strategy, not sales, eliminate over $1 billion in debt. That's goal number 1. So think about that for a second. The money that's being paid out in debt, what could you do with that money if it was shifted back into your household? Goal number 2, we're going to create $100 million in business income. Right? That could simply be 100 new millionaires working from home. I know this is stuff that's not taught, working from home, making that kind of income. Trust me, we'll show you how that can be done. Goal number 3, create over $1 billion in investment income. There's a concept called group economics. When people are able to pool their financial resources together, that's how you make a difference in the community. That's how you establish change in society. The biggest resource that's needed to make an impact is money. The problem is most working Americans don't have the money to secure their own house, let alone go out and make an impact in the community. So, I know those sound like some lofty goals, but here's our plan. You're like, okay, a goal without a plan is simply a wish. We outline the goals, here's our plan. We believe that there's in the concept that strategy over sales, or strategy will outperform sales any day. Yeah, let's just be honest. When it comes down to selling, you talk about selling products, selling ideas, and so forth, that's a skill set that a small minority of Americans have. And in fact, truth be told, a lot of people don't like selling. They don't like having to go ask friends, so what's your selling now? They don't want to go through all of that. But we believe that anybody can apply numbers into a software and watch your money grow. And that's what we teach you, strategy over sales. See, everybody don't like pushing products and staying motivated, but everybody on this call, in fact, let's stand larger than that. Everybody in the country can do this. Learn the rules of the wealthy and do one thing, copy. See, once you apply the principles and the rules and learn what the rules are in this game called capitalism, what we do is we help you get on the right side of capitalism so that you'll no longer be taken advantage of, but you can realize, wait a minute, these are the entities that's taking my money from me. Once I know who's taking my money away from me, now I can learn to play by a different set of rules and learn how I can strategically get that money back. Now, we use a simple framework called 3-6-9 financial transformation. So if you're taking notes, just jot the numbers 3, 6, and 9. Now, in 3 days or less, the 3, and these all represent time frames, 3 days or less, 6 weeks or less, 9 months or less. So, 3 days or less, here's what we do. We teach people show people how to become a master at cash flow management. See, people, we've been taught that that the issue is income. I gotta make more money. I'm not making enough money. Well, there's a difference in income versus cash flow. Income is the dollar amount that you make. Cash flow is the time that those dollars will last. I'll give an example. So you say, for instance, if you have a doctor who makes $1 million. I think we all agree. Nobody on this call would even deny $1 million is a great income. But if that doctor's lifestyle, they gotta have, live in an exclusive neighborhood with the beachfront property and, the expensive exotic cars. If their lifestyle is $2 million, but their income is $1 million, they only have 6 months of cash flow. Meaning, by June, they're out of money. Or by the 15th of every month, you ever heard of the phrase, I got more month than I have money? Because there's a cash flow problem, not necessarily income. Flip side of that, if you take a teacher who makes $40,000, but if his or her lifestyle is 20, they can take that $40,000 from 1 year and live 2 years. But there's a significant difference in cash flow, just as there's a significant difference in income. So it's not an income problem, it's cash flow. So what we do is we help people understand how to create a positive cash flow cycle. Because the bottom line is this: a person's lack of money costs them money. Think about late fee. If my cell phone bill isn't paid the day that it was supposed to be paid, they're not going to disconnect it. They're just going to add $10 to that. And then on my credit card, they're going to add a $35 late fee. And then on my car note, there's going to be another $50 late fee. On my mortgage or rent, there's going to be a $7. You get the picture. So the fact that I didn't have the money wasn't the issue. I just didn't have it in time. So they add the late fees. And then you got the NSF bank fees. All of these keep a person from, and then you got the overpayment of taxes combined with your lack of money costing you money. All of these work together to keep people from investing. Now, why is investing so important? Write this down. At some point in life, something has to work, just not me. Because one of these 3 things is going to happen. Either A, I'm going to wake up one morning and say, you know what, I don't want to keep doing this type of job. I don't want to go to work. I'm ready to stop working. Or 2, I'm going to get to work and they're going to tell me they no longer need me. Or 3, my body, because as we age, things change, things break down, my body's going to tell me, hey, you can't do this anymore. And so when that time comes, the $1 million question is, when you stop working, where will your income come from? Because up until that point, if it's all labor, you can't stop working. That's why it's important to learn how to create a positive cash flow cycle so that now you can have money working for you. Now, here's how we help people create a positive cash flow. First thing you have to do is minimize taxes. Now, I said that dirty word, taxes. A lot of us, a lot of times we're taught to stay away from taxes. Any conversation dealing with taxes, people tense up. No, we're not talking about tax evasion. We're talking about tax efficiency. See, there's a big difference. You can minimize your taxes. There's ways to legally, morally, and ethically, strategically minimize your taxes. The first thing that we show you how to do is by revisiting your W-4. Now, what is the W-4? The W-4 is the form when you start any job. They'll put you in a room and give you these papers. The W-4 is the paper that you put how many exemptions, and the purpose is so that you will notify your employer the correct amount of taxes to withhold. Well, newsflash, the IRS states and have posted on its website, 80% of working Americans, meaning most of the people on this call right now, are overpaying their taxes because they have that form filled out wrong. Now, could that be why 3 out of every 4 working families live paycheck to paycheck? Because they're bringing home a smaller paycheck than what they're supposed to, because they have the W-4 filled out wrong, which means Uncle Sam is taking more out of your check than what it's supposed to. So we help you fix that issue. That's part 1 of strategy 1, cash flow management. We show you how to minimize your taxes and take the extra tax dollars that you just shifted back into your household by correcting that form and correcting that mistake. And we show you how to now take that new money and apply it to your debt without having to work extra hours, without having to pick up a part-time job, without waiting for a pay raise, or without waiting for someone to either quit, get fired, or retire so you can get a promotion. I know, that's a lot, isn't it? So we show you how to minimize taxes. Take that money to use that new money, let that pay off your debt. Now think, how much more money would you have if you had zero debt, no mortgage? If you had no car note, no student loans, no credit card, how much more money would you have? And then the third thing we do is show you how to minimize your expenses. When you minimize these three, taxes, debt, and expenses, your cash flow automatically goes up. And what happens is you extend the time that your money lasts. So 3 days or less, we will help you create a positive cash flow cycle. 6 weeks or less, we'll show you how to generate business income. Now, why is that important? Because business income is a strategy used by the wealthy to minimize their taxes. So if we're going to show you how to minimize your taxes, we might as well show you all of the strategy. Now, this is if you choose to. The business side of it is completely optional. Within 6 weeks or less, we'll teach you how to minimize to generate business income, which minimizes your taxes. Now, what is the business? The business is simply showing people and helping to educate people on strategy 1, how to increase their cash flow, how to correct the W-4, how to minimize the debt, and then lastly, how to minimize expenses. 6 weeks or less, you've got to add 1099 income, meaning some type of business income, to your income portfolio. Because if all of your money is made from labor, from your job, when can you stop working? So we show you how to do that. We teach you the strategy called income shifting. We provide the software, the system, the sites to report to manage your business, and all of that leads to your success. 3 days or less, we show you how to increase your cash flow. 6 weeks or less, we show you how to generate business income. Because what everybody needs to get to is this last of the 9. And in 9 months or less, you've got to start investing. Our mentor made this statement. If you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. Because you've got to be able to position yourself to have money working for you, because money will outwork your labor. See, money works 24 hours. We can't work physically 24 hours, but money never sleeps. Money never stops working. See, here's what's happening. Everybody that's on this call, you're an investor. If you have a bank account, you're either an involuntary or a voluntary investment. If you have a bank account, your money that you deposit isn't sitting sitting there at the bank. It's loaned out to other entities, other corporations, other financial institutions, and your money is making them money. So if your money is going to be making somebody money, why not let it be you? So what we do is we teach you how to invest wholesale and get 8, 11, 13 double-digit returns instead of the 1 or 2 that you get from a CD. Now, because again, the banks are investing your money anyway. So you might as well find where they're putting your money and you invest it directly and you get the return. Now, we don't invest your money for you. What we do is we show you where you can get wholesale returns. And trust me, that's huge. Now, as we get ready to wrap up, I mentioned a business. Some of you may be on this call saying, okay, Cornelius, you said the business. What is the business? Showing people strategy 1. You may not can host a call like this. You may not be able to stand up in front of a room, but you can introduce people to our calls. You can share the dial-in number just like you called in tonight. You can share this with other people that you know in your circle. I can promise you, there are at least 10 people right now in your circle who need this information, who are at the end of the year saying, okay, Where is my money going? And I gotta do something different next year. Why sit on the answer that they're looking for? So you can actually learn. This is the only company that you can get paid to learn how to grow your own money. Again, because we teach strategies. Now, this business, I know you're like, okay, what does it cost? Go ahead and hit me up. Just drain my pockets. Christmas has got me. The holidays have got me. Drain my pockets. It's valued at $1,999. We're not even asking half of that. It's not 1,000. It's not even 500. It's not even 200. It's not even 100. It's not even 50. Normally, it's $34.95 and $34.95 a month for the financial success membership. Now, what comes in the membership? The income shifting strategy, the software to implement the strategy, identity theft protection of $1 million in coverage, identity theft prevention, get this, credit education and repair so you can fix your own credit and not pay companies to do it. But guess what? You're fixing your own credit and you're getting paid to fix your own credit and it's creating a tax write-off. And guess who's paying for it? The government, because you're now a business owner. I know that strategy that we teach you. Normally it's $34.95. That's $1.17 today. But because of the holidays, we understand and we want there to be no barrier to entry. So through the end of through the 31st, you can get started and start learning this information, start applying these strategies. You can get started for $9.95. Basically the cost less than 2 Happy Meals. And you got your own business. We'll teach you the strategies to be successful and to literally change the direction of your financial future. We'll teach you how to minimize your taxes. We'll teach you how to create positive cash flow. We'll teach you how to minimize expenses. We'll show you how to generate business income. And we'll teach you how to start investing wholesale. And you can get started, ladies and gentlemen, tonight for $9.95. Again, my name is Cornelius Austin. At this point, it's time. It's a decision. See, the information that you just learned, you just heard, when you hang up, you can't unhear it. It's already, the seed has already been planted. At this time, it's time for a decision. And not making a decision is making a decision. So just simply text the person, whoever it was that invited you to this call, either text them or give them a quick call and say, look, you don't even have to say any words. 9.95, and they know exactly what to do to help you get your user ID and your password set up so you can start repairing your credit, fixing your credit, learning how to start investing, learning how to start minimizing your taxes. You can start all of that tonight. See, everybody's on you're joining this call with your cell phone. You can make this month's cell phone bill a tax deduction. You couldn't do that before you got on this call. Those are things that we'll show you. So again, it's time for a decision. 9.95, send a text, or you can call them. When they say hello, just say $9.95. They know exactly what to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cornelius. It's been a pleasure. Thank each and every one of you for joining the call now in 10 minutes. So I'm going to give everybody 10 minutes when you're enrolling. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to get the enrollment process done. And if you will hop back on this call, we're going to do a quick start training in 10 minutes to introduce you to the site, the system, and help you get started and help you to put together the groundwork or the layout or lay out a financial plan so that you can get started in implementing what we teach starting tonight. So I'm going to give everybody a 10-minute intermission, if you will. Join me back on this call in 10 minutes, and we'll go through helping you get your systems and your site and your software set up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is Cornelius Austin out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Thank you guys for jumping on tonight's call, and I will talk to you back in 10 minutes in counting. All right, you guys be good.
Did you guys hear that powerful call? Let's go into 2018 with a financial plan. So get back with me and let's start your 2018 debt elimination plan, your financial plan. You guys take care.